I dey run from poverty, but you don't know. Because anybody I say make them lock up. I want to live life, I just want to turn up. See, I'm just trying to turn up. A minimal life, yeah. But you don't know. Because anybody I say make them lock up. Me, I want to live life, I just want to turn up. Yeah, I just want to turn up. Any more life, me. Yeah. But you don't know. Lord, I just want to live my life. Someday you live, someday you die. Yeah. We all are searching for the light. Yes, sir, I make mistakes, I can't lie. Something must kill a man, and that's fine. But I can't come and kill myself for this life. Working hard is personal, and all your words are empty now. I bet sit down, I'm searching out myself because the stressing out. The rest is nothing left except me now. Let's be on the let's go for the let this matter rest because I'm healthy and protect me from them, save me from them, empty mind them. That's why I say, but you don't know. Because anybody I say make them lock up. I want to live life, I just want to turn up. See, I'm just trying to turn up. A minimal life, yeah. But you don't know. Because anybody I say make them lock up. Me, I want to live life, I just want to turn up. Yeah, I just want to turn up. Any more life, me. Yeah. Mind your matter, make I play my space. Yeah. Make you know they cross my lane, oh. Yeah. Life is a test, everybody getting answer. While I'm searching for my greener pastures, get your own, no they worry about my backyard. Day your day, make a day my day, I'm gonna be okay. Yeah. Because anybody I say make them lock up. I want to live life, I just want to turn up. See, I'm just trying to turn up. Yeah. What's it like now?
Peace and love, wonderful Black Fire family. Welcome to the Africa Today Show on the Black Fire Network, being on the 29th of March, the year 2021. How are you doing and how was your weekend? I hope that you had a wonderful weekend. Normally during the weekend, people are sort of a little bit busy, trying to connect with the family, trying to do this and that, and maybe finish up on some things that you had aspired to achieve by the end of the month. And I hope that yours was particularly a good one. And I want to welcome all of us to the show. In Swahili, we normally do say Karibu Sana. And Karibu simply means welcome. It's not difficult to learn a little bit of some Swahili. When I say Karibu Sana, it simply means you are very, very much welcome. Already, I see Sean Scott is with us. Thank you so much for joining us on the show, Sean Scott. You're saying a good afternoon, Kid in Spikes. Salute to the melanated family out there. Salute to you too. And I also see the brother, let him hang down. You're saying, brother Spikes, hope all is well. Yes, all is okay. I hope that also on your side, everything is going on well for you and your family. Sister Nishpena, thank you so much for joining us on the show and being part of the Black Fire family. We truly love and appreciate you supporting and being part of this particular family. And you're saying Amani na Upendo familia, Black First, Amani na Upendo to you too. And Ricardo Bradford is on our Facebook. I see your comment. Ricardo, I don't know how Ricardo makes the longest comments. We appreciate you, brother. I think Ricardo might be a writer. He makes some of the longest comments. He says, "A happy birthday, God showed up." Ricardo Bradford Aru, Amro, Amen. My brother, our spirits have met. God in ancestors, wisdom, my fear. Your commitments, freedom, Dr. Cloud, and so on. That people ask you about recreation. They talk about you shout childhood. I see the comment. I'm not sure what you're referring to, but thank you so much for joining us on the show. Keith, thank you for giving us this wonderful platform. We love and appreciate the work that you are doing. And I believe the work is not in vain. There will be a lot of people who will be using the valuable information and the teachings of really to do a lot and awaken the rest of the people. Can you hear me?
What? Yeah, I hear you. Can you hear me? My voice is acting
Yeah,
out real bad today. Can you hear me? Yeah.
yeah, I hear you. Well.
Man, man. John, if you listening, brother, I don't know. Your wife said, don't let Keith break up your family for taking you to Africa. So let him break up your family, taking you to Africa. I ain't going. John, you might be married to a Bunny Ruckus. 32 years. I ain't going no damn Africa. Them people are dirty and they stink. Project. What she say, Nish? That lady said they don't got no traffic lights in Africa. I said, what?
Kid, but she should try go to South Africa. She will have all the traffic lights she may want. In South Africa, she will have all the traffic lights.
I told her, I said, at least go to South Africa, go to Cape Town. I mean, black people are in terrible position, but Cape Town is beautiful. Cape Town, South Africa, like I said, is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to in my life. I'm not going. I said that years ago. I said Cape Town, South Africa is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to, but I didn't like the political scene because all black people are impoverished. You know, it's their land. They're the ones impoverished. When you go to white people living all good. Like we say.
I'm just saying, I think Johnson might also be taking a plane to go to Ecuador instead of going to dirty shacks in Nairobi.
That shit was hilarious. I talked to I said, John, let me talk to you. I said, no, I'm not going. Those people don't have traffic lights. I said, what? Traffic lights. No, those people don't have traffic lights, and I don't like to live in the projects and in the slums. A lot of slums and shit. God damn. And the lady, you're gonna be mostly on the beach. You're gonna be just go and see for yourself. No. And John told her, said, don't let that key break up your family. Send you to Africa. I told you I didn't want to go no damn Africa.
But I think she has gotten a lot of misinformation, especially from mainstream media, about what Africa is. Everyone in the jungle, everyone without.
That's the norm. That's the norm, Mike. They got African. That's the norm. They got African Americans scared of Africa. Them Africans don't like us. So where you get this? I said, who told you they don't like you? That's what I believe. They don't like us. Ain't you? Yeah, I'm African American. They don't like us. I don't go to a place they don't like me.
I think you were not able to sell it to her. No one will, because if you told her the facts, and she will not.
I tried. It was wrong. He right. He like closed mind. Yeah. He right, John. And John, you right. Said, Keith, you're not gonna be able to change your mind. I got on the phone like, she's not gonna budge. Like, no. I'm not going to no jungles. They say you're not going to the jungle. No. The people living, it's dirty over there.
For the time that we have been to Rwanda or Tanzania or even right here in Nairobi, it's very, very few times that you will be in a jungle anywhere. You'll not even see the forest anywhere.
How about that? How about that, Spike?
Yeah, unless you go looking for the forest, or unless you want to go.
I told you. Exactly. I told you the ignorance of African people worldwide. African American is no different. The jungle, what are you talking about? Lady, no jungles. What are you talking about? No, I seen it. You seen it where? I seen it on YouTube channels. I seen it. I said, what are you talking about, lady? You insane? No, yeah. You can't convince me. You can't convince me a monkey ain't gonna jump out and punch me in my face. I don't want to be fighting with no gorillas and none of that.
Or maybe some of these Africans are the monkeys themselves. That is all she has seen on National Geographic, or she has seen on these platforms.
She said she don't want to fight with no gorilla. She don't want to be walking down the street and some gorilla jump out and punch you in the face.
Like we always do say, some people are way far too gone. You just have to leave them. I think it gets to a point and you just leave them.
Yeah. I finally left alone, Spike. I had to leave alone. I was like, wow. I said, wow. I had to ask John. I said, John, How long you been married to this woman? I thought you were supposed to say like 5, 6 years. He said 32 years. I was like, God damn, 32 years. I said, John, you guys have any kids? He said, nah, not together. I said, man, good. I said, good shit, 32 years. So let them people over there, that black eye break up your family now. What? I want to go to Africa. I want to go to Paris. I want to go to Paris. I don't want to go to damn Africa. I said, lady, they don't even like you in Paris. They hate you, stupid. They don't like you, dummy. They don't like you. That's how you know the mind is fractured. The white Parisians hate you, stupid. They don't like black people. You say but you tell me they like you, but other Africans hate you. That's how gone the mind is. That's how completely messed up in the head this woman is. I said, John, you gotta lay with that crazy motherfucker every night.
That is anyhow. Someone is asking. Thank you so much.
Go ahead, Spike.
Thank you so much for joining us, and also brother Jima Nakondo, you send a peace to you too. And Derek Gasku says, "Welcome to the jungle." Yes, this is Zamunda. Is it Zamunda or Wakanda? Where we have
Wakanda, Zamunda, exactly.
Yeah.
It is that lady. That lady. I'm always near more conscious people. But that lady is the majority of African Americans. Their minds are completely fucked up. That lady's mind is like gone to me. I'm like, wow, you really believe that lady? Yeah, I seen it. I seen it on TV. You walk down the street and a gorilla busts you in your mouth, take your purse, and run in the jungle. Okay.
I think she might be happy. She might be happy to take her money to the resorts in Portugal or anywhere else in Europe and have them.
Yeah, you want to go to Europe? I said, John, what about say we're going to Rome or Spain? We're France. But she been there. You would say France or Rome. She would say, I got my shit already packed.
Susan, on you asking, is the trip for Tanzania still? Yes, it's still there. It's still on, and I shall be there next month. And I see also Robert. Thank you so much, Dambi, for joining us. You're saying tuned in. Thank you so much. You love and appreciate your support right here on the Black Hot Fire Network.
Yeah,
and Derek asked,
2 more weeks to go.
Yeah,
that says 2 more weeks to go.
Yeah, that's 2 more weeks, and I hope. Yeah.
Sorry, Spike.
I hope that everyone has their bags are packed, even Derek Casco, who is ready to go to the jungle. And it's not exactly Dar es Salaam and Zanzibar. These are not jungles. If you like to jungle, I can show you. There are places in Congo. There are places like the Congo. You can pack your bag and get the real.
That's the Congo. Only jungle you really got in Africa is really the Congo. Parts of the Congo. That's it. Maybe little parts of Gabon. But that's the place where you actually got a jungle. So jungle, the majority. There's more. I live in Florida. I'm right here in Florida right now. I'm in Jacksonville. There's more Floridas. There's more jungle in Florida than the whole continent of Africa. You guys know that fact? There's more jungles in South Florida than the whole continent of Africa. Go parts of Florida. You won't even go on that shit. I got lost one time. I told somebody years ago I got lost, and I forgot they got jaguars, big ass tigers and shit in Florida. I was in my car, and I just got to look, and I was in the jungle area. I was in what they call the swampy area, the Everglades. I was sitting in my car, and I was lost. So I grabbed I said, "Damn, where the hell am I at? I'm lost. What's going on? I'm in this damn Everglades." And as I stayed there and looked, motherfucking big ass jaguar, which is a tiger, came out the fucking swamp and walked across the road. I was like, motherfucker. What if I had to change a tire or something? That thing would have mauled my ass to death.
Yeah.
That thing just walked out. I said, what? I said, what the hell? Because I forgot. In Florida, they got them big ass tigers, the big ass what they call jaguars. I forgot. Because you don't like see them every day. And I don't be down in the Everglades every day. Motherfucker just walked across the damn highway. I was like, motherfucker.
I don't think we have
fucking tiger.
I don't think we have
fucking tiger. Huh?
I'm saying I don't think we have those here in Kenya. We don't have those. We don't have the.
Of course, you don't got Jaguars. No. Jaguars are just in North America. It's North America and South America. I said, motherfucker. I mean, the goddamn thing was huge. I said, what if I had a flat tire? I was outside. And this motherfucker just came walking across the road. This big ass, that's the name of the football team in Florida, in Jackson, called the Jacksonville Jaguars. I forgot you actually got real Jaguars walking around this bitch. I was like, I said, that bitch could have ate my ass out if I was out here fucking around with a tie or something.
That would have been a sad way to go out.
yeah. Getting ate by a big ass fucking tiger and shit. Spikes, put up the image. Share the image. Say image of the Florida Jaguar. Put that up.
Let me see.
The Florida Jaguar. Put that up. Yeah.
Share that. Derek Kasky says, is it Okinoki, Sompi in Georgia? That is what he also saying. I believe they are.
In Georgia too, they might be because they're right there at the border. They might in the southern part of Georgia. Sure, they are. Put up the Florida Jaguar. Put images up. I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are in southern Georgia. You say, yeah, put the image. Images of the Florida Jaguar. Or probably say Southeast Jaguar. See, yeah.
The images.
Yeah, they go that big motherfucker right there. Came out the goddamn boy just walking across the road. I said, motherfucker. I was like, hey, ain't this thing supposed to be in a zoo or something? I forgot this natural habitat. Ain't this thing, somebody let this thing escape a zoo? What the hell is this deadly animal doing out here? Shit. Just walking along the streets and shit. What the hell's going on? I could have been mauled to death by this goddamn thing.
It looks a little
big
bit
too, boy. Go ahead, Spike.
It looks a little bit like a cheetah from the plains.
That's right. Of course, the same family. I'm sure it's the same family, cheetah or leopard. Some kind of leopard kind of. It's a big cat, whatever. Yeah, from the big cat family. So anyway, I didn't want to maul. I don't care. I didn't want to be mauled by no big ass cat walking across the goddamn road. I was like, what the fuck? You take a double take. You're like, am I seeing what the fuck I'm seeing?
You might have seen it wrong. You might rub your eyes just to see whether what you just saw is
it wasn't wrong. It was walk. It walked like it on the road. That nobody road out there. It wasn't running. It was walking nice and slow. I dare you. Look at me smile. I dare you, motherfucker. I dare you. You ain't got to dare me, big cat. I'm staying right in my car. You ain't got to dare me.
Seems like my computer froze. Let me see. Is it still okay? Okay. On last weekend, your internet was having issues, Keith, and you were not really able to.
My internet had no issue. My internet had no issue. I got cyber hit. Because I was on my internet all day, like for 5 hours, talking about the Tanzania trip off going live. As soon as I went live, it got hit and everything went down. So somehow. But I sent the pulse or something. It just didn't go down by itself. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about this Lil Nas X dude, this little homosexual here. See, remember they're trying to push forward their culture, their narrative on black people. I think Nike now came out and said we ain't got nothing to do with this.
And
can you hear me, Spike? Go
ahead.
I
hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. I think Nike's come out and said they don't got nothing to do with this nonsense. He got a shoe, come up with blood and all this crazy nonsense. because all your entertainers they control. I will get that dude. I seen this video last night, but I've been said it. You talking about the Professor Black Truth had a video, probably should talk about the NAACP Image Awards and how it doesn't represent our culture and it's white people that control. Yes, they've already hijacked your culture here. So when I tell you the NAACP who founded Martin Luther King and all that shit was against you, you never go that far. You tell me the NAACP's now been taken over. It always was a white supremacist tool. Nobody from the National the National Association of Colored People, whatever that shit's called. That was what that shit called. National National whatever. Association of Colored People. What's the other A? I forgot. National Merit, whatever it is. It was started by the Rothschilds. It was started by nobody black. And for years you've been fought. I think that's Zoe Spice. That's Zoe Letterman. And for years you've been trying to push this narrative. Huh?
Now I'm saying it's a national advancement, a National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. The National Association for the Advancement of Colored People.
Yeah, the National Advancement for the Advancement of Colored People. We know that is complete utter bullshit, and that it's never for the advancement of us whatsoever, right? It's never for the advancement of us. So when they do, now they finally all these dudes do is copy and paste. I said for years when they did these image awards, all that professors back truth dudes, I know they listened to me for years. All they do is copy and paste. Because they never want to go after Dr. Martin Luther King as he was part of that NAACP shit. That was created by the Ashkenazim and not for us. So you have all these image awards, have you worship these people with all these perversions and say, this is black culture. These people don't represent none of us. And they're anti-black culture. NAACP and BET is anti-black culture. They're your same puppets that you see in Africa. These are puppets paid by European power. And you got so they don't got nothing to do with this shit.
Yes, sir. Jumbo.
Jumbo, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Man, I can't complain. I got a crazy story to share with y'all. It's kind of off topic, but it's about the insanity of Christianity, and it pertains to my own family. So, yeah, but it's a crazy story. Yes, sir. These damn shoes, though, that shit is something else.
And they have Luke 10:10 on it. A verse about the devil dropping from heaven or something like that. You might find Christians are not wanting to mess with these clowns because
how they just claiming the shoes. He ain't got no money to make no shoes. So they trying to disclaim they want to see if how was it going to be perceived and received by black people. They make this non-talent homosexual. He has no talent. I'm Lil Nas X, rapping in my dress and my booty jeans, blah blah blah. What's the username Nas? Because Nas is no name. Nas has nothing to do with his name, but they try to make synonymous with the other rapper Nas. But I'm Lil Nas X and I'm homosexual. Look at me, take it up the ass. I'm sexual. Whatever.
You seen this latest video, Keith?
Nah, man, I don't look at none of that crazy shit. I ain't seen the first video
about it. I ain't seen none of his shit, but apparently he got a video out where he giving the devil a lap dance, dropping his bussy all on the devil's Johnson and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I heard about it. There's some images on the same, which are also really not any good to share. Him doing those I think he was doing a lap dance on the quote unquote the devil.
Yeah, Because this show is about decency. It's about family ethics, the fiber of society. We don't have to support that type of film.
Wait. Oh, wait. You say he was dancing with the devil and giving the devil a lap dance? Is that what you guys just said?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
exactly. Oh, is that the lunacy you just said? He's dancing with the devil and giving the devil a lap
dance. Yes, sir.
My God.
Yes, sir.
And this the latest video. See, I'm talking about this debauchery they try to put into black society. And this is the same shit they're gonna do to Afrobeat, because Afrobeat's becoming more popular. This is the same topic. They control this music.
No.
And you can't even call this filth out. Go ahead.
Look how insidious. Look how insidious it truly is. Because this motherfucker wrote a children's book. So he already got a following of children right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and now he's introducing them into Luciferianism.
That's right. And remember, he was on Sesame Street too. He was on Sesame Street too, the kids show. This is to have the children's mind corrupted already. Right? He was on Sesame Street. So this is to have the children's mind already corrupted with this filth. They say, oh, we're wrong if we don't accept you dancing, you twerking, you twerking your nasty booty on the devil's penis. What the hell is doing? That shit is outrageously crazy. It's got to the point that this lunacy. Go ahead, y'all.
You can't make these up. But I think now that he has a big following, and they will try and make this particular song maybe to Billboard #1, like they did with our WAP, or all these other different songs that they do have that do not have any kind of a meaning, or any kind of a thing that with black people. They will try to push it to Billboard #1 or push it to all these other different big charts, so that everyone can see all these perversion and normalize it. I think at the end of the day, they will be normalizing. But I was also wondering to myself, when they start talking about putting the drops of blood on products, that also perhaps has another different meaning, because now they might also allow human blood to also be put in other different products, and that might be normalized at the end of the day. And all these issues they are talking about.
Don't tell me that this should not pervert the youth, especially black youth. Amen. Children's books. He's been in all kind of. He's been on Sesame Street. How's this Negro twerking with the devil? Any indicative of him going on Sesame Street? Hey, boys and girls, let me teach you your 1, 2, 3s and your ABCs. Aren't you the guy that twerk with the devil? I sure am. I'm going to teach you how to do your 1, 2, 3s, ABCs, and how to suck a dick with the devil. Go ahead.
They also had what do you call these other guys who does a cross dressing? What do we call him? The one that was on Sesame Street as well, Billy Porter. Now was a Billy Porter.
Billy Porter, another nut fruit cake. I'm sure he got a award at the NAACP Image Award too. You got an Image Award for being the best homosexual you could be. Here you go. What kind of award is this?
It's a equality award. It's a equality, and I don't know. They would have a name for it, which means the direct opposite of what it is, and just to cover up people and make them sort of play around in the minds of people. Sister Asha Walker, thank you so much. Saying he killed the devil after he talked on him, broke his neck. I don't know what happened after. I don't know exactly what did happen, but I haven't watched that particular one. Just saw the images, and it's really, really disturbing. But I'm saying they will try promote it and push it to normalize all this nonsense at the end of the day, and make it the normalize it. Storm Down, you said they had him sliding down a stripper pole from heaven with over knee-high boots. He might be as well wearing skirts and all these other women outfits, just to normalize this other, normalize the cross-dressing and things. Orlando Winter, thanks so much for joining us on the show. You send our WhatsApp speaks, and I keep the WhatsApp to you too. I hope that you are doing well wherever you are. Thank you so much for joining us on the show. And so Nike is going to go after him. Nike may be lying here. I don't know. I haven't heard about Nick going after him, but what has been said is that really they have distanced themselves from him and this particular shoe.
I'm a homosexual. You're a homosexual. Let's all be homosexuals.
That's the next.
Yay!
that-
Lil Nas X.
That's that's probably the next big song. But I was saying, if they start normalizing, for example, commercializing all, having human blood being used in this product and that product, and it becomes normal, then that is the end of that would be actually messing things up, and people might not know. But I think that would be also having now people being hunted for their blood and being used on products or things like this. Organ harvesting has become a thing right now in some places of the world. And the blood might also now be used in more products than just shoes. That is just my thinking. But nonetheless, so you were saying you did have a story to share with us before we talk about what is happening in other different parts of the world. But before then, let me share what has been happening in Sudan. Then you shall tell us a little bit about what you had mentioned a little bit earlier. Something has been going on in Sudan, and there has been a pursuit for.
But I was.
Go on. Carry on. Saying something.
Oh, I was just saying that I've been thinking the same thing. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
It's a delay.
I can hear you. Go on. I can hear you.
Okay, so what I'm saying was that is what we should look into.
And there's a bit of a hit with the audio, or maybe it's a connectivity. Come again.
I was saying that we had to question the source of the blood that they're using for these shoes.
They were saying that the blood being used was for the company, for these are MCSH. These the MC. What's the name of this particular company? MCSH. They're saying that the blood was from the individuals who are making this particular shoe. They were from this particular company, MSCHF. They were saying that the blood came from these particular creatives, and they were saying the shoes contain a drop of human blood drawn from members of the MSCH team in the sole, according to CNN and NBC News reporting, citing the company's spokesperson. It's from the team members of this particular MSCH company. That's what they're saying.
Well, the thing is like, what's gonna be next? Are they gonna have semen on your clothes? Can you get some semen on your shoe? I mean, what's next? Why pick blood out of all of the things you can pick? So if they can pick blood, then shit, they can pick any type of fluid. Next thing you know, you might get a shoe that's been dipped in human semen.
Where they getting this blood from? I got human blood on every pair if it's mass produced. Where you getting the blood from to put on every shoe? And who would even do some crazy shit like that?
It's really, really deep.
I don't know. If people don't see what this is, who can actually control this world? Like I said, we're not gonna say it on here. Who actually controls this planet and what's actually going on spiritually? If you don't know what's going on now, you just deserve to be dumb. Had nothing to do with your fake Christianity, your fake ass Islam, or Hebrew knife. You don't know what the hell's going on. Spiritually, I don't know what to tell you. Sadly enough, most African people are fucking dumb. They're just dumb as hell. So they choose to stay asleep. See, might as well get, you might as well get a shoe wrapped in doo-doo. Here, what's this? This is a shoe wrapped in doo-doo. It's a new style. It's called the shitty sandal, the shitty shoe.
going for this and that amount of money. Nonetheless, there has been so many things, and I believe most of these fashion is normally actually getting introduced using fashion. For example, there was a recent event, I believe, in Paris, where we did have. What's up?
What happened,
I don't know what's going on with so,
What
but
happened,
I'm
Zoe?
saying
I don't know.
there was
What
a
happened,
recent
Zoe?
event.
Zoe,
I'm just saying there was
I'm laughing at the
we
shitty
lost Zoe
sandal.
again. He's laughing about what?
all the shitty
Oh,
scandal.
okay.
I think there's a delay on Zoe's end. I think there's a delay on Zoe's end. That's why I think he.
Okay, the delay on his end. Yeah, Zoe,
Yeah.
we're like, what the hell Zoe laughing about?
Mm. So I was just saying that the fashion industries used to introduce all these sorts of perversion. I actually saw some place where we did have our models wearing other models or wearing how can I call it? Yeah, they were actually doing the runway in this particular kind of a way. And if you see these particular images, these are models wearing other models. I think they are telling us that at some point we might have to make some things, for example, being made from a human parts. You might never know what this particular message is. Because I don't believe anyone just woke up and decided they're going to be a fellow humans. It doesn't make really a lot of sense with the fashion industry, but they might be telling you in the next few years we might be taking some parts of human body and using it for the fashion runway. And this is using the human blood as well might also have another meaning in all these other verses that they were trying to use, even if
I
it
wanna
was to get
But,
traction.
but let me go back to what I was saying about the Image Award real quick. Image Awards was promoting all these perversions. The NAACP, but that's what they've always done. These what you call stars or whatever that are not stars. What you call stars, which are not stars, right? They call them, entertainers that they pretend to give some credence to, some caveat to, and what they really are nothing but deviants and perverts. These institutions were never created for us, by us. They were created to destroy us and destroy our culture. NAACP wasn't created by black people. That's why I was always the one saying Martin Luther King didn't come to help black people. So the whole issue where you got your Denzel Washingtons, what's this lady's name who did fences with him? What's that goofy broad's name? Who did the Ma Rainey? I said, why are we showing this movie, this debaucherous ass broad that no one cared about? Because they are puppets that the white supremacists have given caveat to perform these perversions from the black people and make you believe you're supposed to care about this shit. What's that lady's name? The black lady played on Fences with Denzel Washington as. She's like the #1 black actress now. What's her name? Damn, what the hell's her name? You know her name?
Her name is Viola Davis.
Yeah, that's what I asked you. Knew why you didn't say it. Damn. Viola Davis. Yeah, Viola Davis. You know what I'm saying? Ask your name, you know the name. So Viola Davis is considered the #1 black actress in the world right now, right? Doing all this debaucherous ass shit. So they talked about her with the Ma Rainey. Who the hell knew who Ma Rainey was? Nobody. Anybody give a shit? No. But they digging up these old obscure people tell you to give a damn about it. Ma Rainey was homosexual and also did orgies. And so she was a debaucherous old bitch then. Why are we trying to elevate a debaucherous old bitch? For what reason? Because they're trying to normalize this culture with black people. They're just going to be your culture, debauchery and all kind of perversion. And guess who produced it? Denzel Washington bootlicking coon ass. You told me he's supposed to be a master Christian. I bought my Christian faith. Fuck out of here. Negroes bought paper like the rest of them. I've been said that though, but you're supposed to be a Christian, but you bring a movie with some debaucherous ass bitch talking about sleeping with all kind of and having orgies. This is a great part of our history. You don't get out of here talking this crazy shit. But if you knew, do me a favor, Spikes. Let's pull up, go to Google and say, let's see who won. Let's say who won the winning categories of the NAACP Image Award. Let's say the winning categories of the NAACP Image Award of 2021. And we'll see what they won for all this debaucherous ass shit. Now remember, BET, you don't own it. NAACP, you didn't create it. So they're telling you that this is your culture by the white supremacists. And not just really white supremacists. We want to say the name, but we can't say their name. We all know who are the actual real white supremacists. The name that will go unmentioned. We know it controls the banking, the entertainment. Yeah, go ahead, Spike.
Let me see. Beyonce, the later Chadwick Boseman, Viola Davis won a big at the end 2021 NAACP Image Awards, which aired on BET. The Beyonce. Let me see the list here. I can find the list of the people.
Yeah.
Okay.
List the categories.
We did have a. Yeah, we did have the categories big. In film, we did have Bad Boys for Life winning. We also did have Maraine's Black Bottom, outstanding actor in a motion picture.
Wait. Yeah. Going so fast, right? What did it win for? What did Ma Rainey's win for? So that's the one with that perverted woman. That's Ma Rainey having all kind of orgies, digging in each other's asses, licking doo-doo, all that shit. So that became, so what was that, like the best movie of the year? What did that win for?
No, it had Chadwick Boseman won on it because he won the outstanding actor in motion picture, and then we did have Viola Davis winning the outstanding actress in motion picture. She won the outstanding actress in a motion picture.
Okay.
That was
So
Viola
she won that award.
Viola Davis.
Okay. So she won that award for being a debaucherous woman. Okay, go ahead, continue. What's next? So she won an award, and you're supposed to validate her debauchery for licking coochie, licking a bunch of women's coochie. That's something black people will be proud about. That she was a major coochie licker in the earlier 20th century. Ma Rainey licked a lot of coochie in the 20th century. Oh, that's great. Yay. And it's always these fraternity niggas that are in that shit clapping. Yay. Look at Ma Rainey. Yay. So go ahead. What's the next?
There was also the category. There was also another category, the outstanding ensemble cast in a motion picture. That was Marraine as well. Marraine's Black Bottom. They also won for the outstanding ensemble cast. They're
gonna make that win a lot of awards. Remember, black people don't. It's called the NAACP. It was the black people don't control the shit. Black people didn't create the NAACP. It was created to destroy us from within. Make sure we understand it again. NAACP was created to destroy us from within. Okay? We didn't create it. It's been the worst shit we've ever had in the black community to grow up believing that this thing represented black people. But it was never designed to do so. And the BET, we don't own that shit. The same group of people own BET that we cannot mention here. The same group of people own BET. That's a fact. That started the NAACP. Is that apropos? Go ahead, Zoe.
And Keith, wouldn't you say that Black Lives Matter is just a replica of NAACP?
It's the new, and everybody knows it. Exactly right. So I think you go out. It's the new scam. Got Africans that don't know the hell. Go, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. Tell me that started by the same people who are trying to kill you. So when Tamia's Rice's mother called it out, everybody want to get mad. But it's the new NAACP hustle. It wasn't started by black people. It promotes the same fake homosexuality, transgender shit that the NAACP was created to back has nothing to do with black people. The black people have not been taught to critically think. Black Lives Matter is a front organization for white people. And a specific kind of white people. Specific kind. Let's make sure we understand that. A specific kind of white people who decide to back a African religion. Okay? It's not them, but they decide to convert to an African religion. We'll say that part. Okay? They decided to convert. And now try to call themselves a race of people, which is a lie. And it's funny, we keep finding the same people in the goddamn cookie jar. Same damn people. What a coincidence. Go ahead, Spike.
No, just I meant to get a comment from Storm Down now saying Colorado has gotten rid. I think Colorado has gotten rid of qualified immunity at the state level, and the police and union is real mad about it. And today
Spike, and Spike, you shouldn't have. Why you take down the thing so quick? We want to show all the things. I think they gave Obama, punk ass Obama award for that goofy book he wrote. Who gives a shit about Obama? They're trying to revise this old con man ass Negro. If I using my term, I'm gonna dub his ass a con man. You know, everybody they try to revive this con man ass Negro amongst black people. He's gonna run for the best book for Promised Land. What, the Promised Land by him killing black people and killing Gaddafi and destroying Africa and saying you get to go in in a man's butt and lick coochie? That's the Promised Land they talking about, Spike?
They are saying right now his step grandmother is there, the Kenyan one. They are saying she died at the age of is it 99?
Yeah, it's great. Great. And it's funny, he never went to go visit her ass. I can be his grandmother. He didn't go to Kenya to visit this woman. Y'all keep believing that shit. His grandmama died. He never went to Kenya. You see the lady. Most people are close to their grandmothers. They just don't. And if your grandmother's old, you're gonna go see her and want to spend time with her. Or you would have. Why didn't he move his grandmother into his house over there in Martha's Vineyard? Say, Grandma, you're old. You can't take care of yourself. I'm a con man and stole a bunch of money, so you can live good in Martha's Vineyard in me and Michelle's mansion. Why wouldn't you do that? You know, Kenya, his mama's dead. Is Obama in Kenya? Hell no.
You'll not be bothered.
Yeah, he not be bothered. You know why? Because they ain't his damn grandmother. CIA operative shit. That ain't my damn grandmama shit. Oh, Kenyans and Americans, the Kenyan Negro and American Negroes believe that bullshit. I don't need it no more.
There's some people wishing him condolences and other shit like that, but
of course,
that's They also give. He's
in there laughing while somebody's doing him in the backside. Oh, my grandmother's dead. Keep going, keep pounding my booty.
They also give.
Obama, your grandmother's dead. Go ahead.
You might also do a video, a lap dancing on the devil. Anyway, there is also Mary J. Blige did also get an award with the NAACP with the outstanding supporting actress in a drama reality for Power Book 2. That was a Mary J. Blige, and they also did have Viola Davis also win How to Get Away with Murder. They also did have Viola Davis win again with How to Get Away with Murder. I think that was a drama series, outstanding actress in a drama series. And
let's not forget about when Mary.
Go ahead, Zone.
Let's not forget about when Mary J. Blige was cooning for Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, 5 years ago. Yeah, is it a knife? It is a gun. I'm so dumb. Let's have some fun. He started singing all crazy in front of Hillary Clinton, looking all crazy. Like, what is this, bitch? We just got you here to sell the soap. Stop singing your goofy songs. What are you doing? He said, Hillary Clinton, I'm just so glad. I want you to be president. And I want to know what's going on. I need to know, is it a gun? Am I on the run? Is this some fun? Tell me about it, hon.
There is also
Mary J. Blige didn't graduate. Mary J. Blige didn't graduate preschool. So you get the dumbest Negroes to talk on our behalf. Mary J. Blige is a certified dummy. Certifiable. Not just my opinion. She's a certifiable dummy. Certifiable. That's why she said, I'm a certifiable dummy. So,
when I was,
is it a gun? Am I on
when I was
the
in high
run?
school,
Let's have some fun.
hey, when I was in high school, Mary J. Blige and Jodeci did a concert here in Denver, and there were some girls I went to high school with. There's some girls, let me tell you, some girls I went to high school with said they got invited to go to the hotel room by the KC and JoJo now. And this is when Mary J was dating KC. So
KC still, yeah.
These girls told me they was
when he was beating her ass. He was beating her ass every day. Go ahead.
These girls say they get to the hotel room and they ain't even, took their jackets off yet. And as soon as they start, they get in the room and they about to sit down and take their jackets off, there's a knock on the door, and it's Mary J. Blige. And she come up in there with a knife and poured it on them and was talking about she'll cut their fucking faces off and how she would kill these girls.
I believe that's right because he was dead. There was all them stories around the country about Mary J. going crazy because KC was, fucking all these bras after the show. And she was right there. And that's what she said. He said, is it a knife? Is it a gun? I'm going to shoot you, nigga. You better run.
Well, have some fun.
Yeah, but that's what they were talking about doing. That's why, because she was always trying to kill his ass for cheating on her. And he get all high and beat her ass. And, everybody, that's why he knows Zoe ain't lying because this happened all over the country back then. Her trying to find his ass with some woman and shit. He said, bitch, is it a gun? Is it a knife?
There was also so many movies.
I'm gonna cut your ass up twice.
There was also so many other awards that went to the self-made, inspired by the life of Madam C.J. Walker. For example, Octavia Spencer.
Remember, that's the man-hate movie. Madam C.J. Walker was alive. So there you go, right? That's the man-hate movie. Oh, you black men ain't shit. You black men are sorry. You always keep a black woman down. But it was because of the black man that C.J. Walker became a success. But they didn't show that in that movie. And the NAACP says it doesn't represent black men and women coming together, loving one another. They're not gonna, everything they're giving awards to is against black people. And that's how every one of these bootlicking entertainers you call Hollywood stars are against you as a people. They got no problem selling all black people down the river. So you never listen to none of them. They're in the pop and they're in the pockets of our enemies. These are facts. So they co-opted the same way they co-opted these African bootleg leaders, same way they co-opted the black people here in America. And it's the same people. Same group of people. Make sure we understand that. I make sure I know. I didn't know if Mary J had a knife or had a gun. I'm on the run. Hey, Spike. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying they also give Steve Harvey the celebrity.
Yeah, they gave Steve Harvey a thing, but so they gave cool ass Steve Harvey. I want you to know how obscure these things are. They really gave you an award for being black, right? They gave him an award for being the best TV show, game show host, or some shit. Really nothing. He's the only black one that does a game show. Who else is around to do a game show but him? Ain't nobody else black doing no game shows, Spike. They come at Steve Harvey. This your war for being a coon.
They also put in an award for Trevor Noah, and that was what award was this? Outstanding host. Outstanding host.
Man, that's a super mulatto coon there. Oh, but no, they gave a award to that Doja Cat lady. What's her name?
Doja Cat. Yeah.
That fucking hatred ass bitch right there. That mixed mulatto. Told you about the mulattoes every time. This half-breed fucking from South Africa. That this bitch has been talking grease about black people forever. It has been caught in these right-wing, alt-right sites talking shit about black people, how they supposed to be murdered, talking about Sandra Bland being murdered, how they supposed to be murdered. But you give an award for an artist as a black person? That's how you know this is mocking you, goofy Negroes. This is mocking you. This bitch ain't black. She don't care about black people. She's anti-black. This fucking mulatto.
They say she.
Go ahead.
I'm saying she was given the award for the outstanding new artist, Doja Cat.
New art. Standing new artist. She's been around for about 5 or 6 years. She's a new artist. So that don't even make any sense. It's been around for like 5 or 6 years. Standing new artist. I thought new artist been 1 year. How you gonna be a new artist? You've been around for 5 or 6 goddamn years. What are you talking about? So why would you give this woman an award? You mean NAACP Spikes don't know this woman's record? Don't know this woman has anti-black hatred?
It's for the advancement for the people of color, and she was advancing the goals of the people of color in those WhatsApp groups. I think she was in WhatsApp group talking shit about black people and pleasing white men in those WhatsApp.
Yeah,
I mean, it was on WhatsApp groups.
Exactly, Spike. White supremacist, Spike, talking shit about, but she's making money off black American culture, which is now world culture, rap. Rap didn't start no motherfucking South Africa. Started here. But they've allowed this no good wretched ass mulatto have a foot in the industry, but they're supposed to toss her ass out. You're not our culture and you're not even black, bitch. She was caught in these chat rooms talking about killing black people. Black people should be murdered while she's singing black music. Why this wretched ass broad is singing black music?
And
NAACP don't know that, Spikes. They don't know it. You know it. Why don't the NAACP know this? They do know. This is mocking you. Because the people that control South Africa, control America and the world, they say, yeah, get this bitch an award as mockery to you niggas. She's the best new artist. And she ain't even new. Bitch been around for 6, 7 years. They gonna even make it more in your face. The new artist for 7 years. What? Who hates you niggas and been caught texting about killing y'all motherfuckers.
And for Barack Obama, they put the book was A Promised Land. That is a book that Akid, I think you were mentioning earlier. They gave him the award for the Promised Land. And Sister Monique, you're saying the coward.
His grandmother's in the Promised Land too. Obama said, "Kick rocks, Granny."
He might not have the time to go to the Promised Land. He might be also too busy, lap dancing on the devil's lap dancing on the devil, just like Lil Nas X is doing. Sister Donna C, thank you so much. You say now they say the Grammys was the lowest watched in years this year. I think the ratings are going down. And,
the Grammys too. A lot of black people are finally waking up, and that's good. Oh man, you don't have to argue with a lot of black people no more. That these people don't represent you, and that there's a scam going on to debase you. That's a good thing. Finally, go ahead.
To me, when it comes to the award shows, it never made sense. People who can't do what they call themselves judging in the first place, trying to rate who's the best. You can't sing that good. You can't act that good. You can't rap that good. You can't do nothing as good as the people, the athletes, none of them. You know what I'm saying? The people that judge the Heisman Trophy, all of that shit. None
Yeah,
of these people
yeah.
are to the caliber of the athletes that they judging. And they're a bunch of jealous ass white dudes and white chicks that's sitting there envious. And as soon as they can find somebody that's as light skinned or white that can mimic our shit good, they trying to make them
Yeah.
the number one, the best of the
Make them number
Eminem's the
one. Yep.
greatest rapper. Yeah, you know, Eminem's the greatest
Eminem,
rapper.
Justin
And
Bieber,
all
Eminem,
that. Yep.
Justin Bieber. I'm Justin Bieber, but I can't really sing. But I'm a white boy doing black music. I'm Justin Bieber.
Is
Get
it a
caught
nice?
talking shit about black people. You get caught. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get caught calling you niggas. I meant to say it. I didn't mean to get caught. You caught me, niggas.
And
Go ahead, Spike.
let me get the comments from the family. Melanie Dory, thank
Go
you so
ahead.
much. Melanie Dory says that's right, kid. She's not one of us. And I also see nobody. Sister Nifana says that nobody watching that shit. And they're giving awards to anyone now. The awards are trash. And I think it's also for clout. I think if they look at and see the numbers or someone, I think it's for not really on merit. I think it's just for the purposes of a cloud. See who will try to
And
say that.
rapping is so bad that I did you have somebody named a Doja Cat from South Africa could be a major rapper in America. It's idiotic by half when she can't even rap her way out of a garbage bag. The music industry became such garbage, so much filth that you allow this bitch who can't even rap a goddamn career in black music, in black society. Just like that Cardi B non-rapping ass bitch.
I think
30 years ago, these people would have been laughed out of any damn room. I'm going to be a rapper. Black people would have laughed their ass out the room. You better get your ass out of here.
And
That's
you know
how
what,
far the
Keith?
industry has fallen. Go ahead, Joe.
The one similarity, in addition to neither one of them chicks having any real rap talent, they're both conveniently black whenever they say some racist against black folks. And people try to call them on it. They quick to say, oh, I got
Yep,
black ancestry.
I'm black.
My
Yeah,
grandmama's black. All that old shit.
but that's what that Doja Cat said. I'm half black. Who don't know a damn that. I'm half black, but I'm in these chat rooms talking about kill black people. I'm half black. How can I be racist? I'm half black. Told you. Not every mulatto is bad, but the majority are. It's a fact. I'm sorry. I want to go by the numbers. You got to vet these mulattoes. Just that simple. How can I be racist? I'm half black. Motherfucker, the most vicious anti-black people were the mulattoes, bitch. Hell you talking about? You've been the most vicious to black people. Got your raggedy ass mind? How can I be racist? Of course, they own the media. They own the media, so they'll let them push that fake ass narrative. How can I be black? Well, you could. I mean, how can I hate black people? You know how you in those chat rooms talking about kill niggas. That's how you can be racist. You get it? You in the chat room with the white supremacists talking about black people stink and are dirty and supposed to be murdered. That's how you can be anti-black.
Yep, just like there was others during World War II times when it was sellout Jews that sold out other Jews and they ended up getting their ass put in the concentration camp after they ended up being a coon for the Nazis.
Yeah, because they were trying to get out that bloodline, the Ashkenazi bloodline, which is copper-based. Now we get now. I'm not gonna go deep. You should better connect the dots. Everything I've taught you, which are copper-based. These other people are copper-based. So it's a spiritual war. So we're gonna just say, octopuses and shit. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
you will not get much.
You got a bunch of octopus head motherfuckers running around here. Go ahead.
You will not get in that, but I do believe on the weekends, if the family get to check out the website, They are live streams are on the website. Please, you go to theblackcoatfarnetwork.com and of course sign up on that particular one. For all of us watching, kindly pound that like button. I will love and appreciate your time, taking the time to join us right here.
Every time I thought I was crazy in research, it all comes together. I know exactly. Every time I used to go deeper, this is crazy. I sound like a nut saying this crazy shit. I sound like a nut.
Let me tell, oh man,
go ahead,
hold now. So let me tell y'all this crazy ass story since I got some good network to share this story. So with my family. So I got this my family member on mom's sisters. So everybody in the family was talking about they think she possessed by a demon. They think she possessed by a demon. She doing all this crazy stuff now, and it didn't happen real quick as far as her decline. And she's sitting in the bed, messing on herself, throwing it on the walls, pulling knives on people, and crawling across the floor, and all kind of just crazy shit, right? And then how they saying she got heart problems and all this stuff too, right? So that's psychological or mental issues and heart problems. That's the two things I was looking at, right? So with them two things and me just hearing the conversation one day, I'm overhearing my cousin talking to one of my aunts. And my cousin is telling my aunt, he don't know what's going on and they don't know what to do with her and this and that, right? So I told them, just because my aunt, she always lied. Like my whole life, she couldn't tell the truth to save her fucking life. So, but the thing about it is, I'm realizing this shit been fucking with her mind for the longest, to the point to where she thought she was telling the truth. It wasn't that she was just lying to lie. She actually couldn't tell the truth because her motherfucking mind wasn't right. So with her heart being fucked up and her mind being fucked up, I put two and two together. And the only thing I could think about it actually affect both of them. I remember reading about syphilis, right? So I tell my fucking cousin them, I said, hey, y'all need to get her tested for syphilis. Man, how the fuck they find out she got fucking syphilis, man? And that shit is in the final case. Because how it starts off initially, it's a STD where it causes a lesion at the site of entrance. You know what I'm saying? It'll be somewhere in your genitals. Then it'll go from there after a couple of days or a week or whatever. It'll go away. Then the motherfucker come back. It come back like a rash, like a year later or so. It can come back as a rash. You don't treat it then, that shit go after like 2 weeks or whatever, and then that motherfucking shit started attacking your heart and your brain. And I remember reading about Al Capone going crazy with that shit and having heart problems. So that's what made me think. So ain't shit they can do about it now, but at least these crazy motherfuckers in my family know she ain't possessed by no demon. Like I tell you.
They found out she got syphilis.
Yeah, and she been living. You know how motherfuckers don't want to tell no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And most people don't be knowing how serious that shit is. She always had like this secretive ass life. So now it is what it is. My older cousins, they got to take care of their mom, but this shit crazy, man. Shit crazy.
That shit irreversible when you get too far to a point.
Hell
yeah. Can't cure that shit. All those parasites all in your brain.
That shit make your brain into Swiss cheese. Yeah, Swiss cheese your head.
I think at some point people want to, use religion to as a way of making the ignorant.
It's called being simple, Spike. It's called being simple, being idiotic. Not black people that have given up science. They're giving up science for religious nonsense. Go ahead.
That is exactly what is happening, because even if you go into some different African societies, you find people say, no, she or she has mental problems, or he has actually been the devil has actually gotten into them, or something like that. And as maybe perhaps they could fix that thing scientifically, maybe go into the hospital and see what's happening with that, like Zoe was saying earlier. Nonetheless, thank you for sharing that, Zoe. But I want to also share something that has to do with the religion. And in Sudan, people have been allowed right now to start, living without having to worry about the government forcing religion on them. All these other different Islamic militant groups forcing the religion on them. And as it is, there has been a signing of an agreement, because in some places in Africa, for example, with Sudan and other different West African countries, we do have the ruling where we do have the countries being led by heads of government who are really Islamic. You do have, there's a lot of mixing of religion and the law. But in Sudan, there has been a signing of an agreement between the Sudanese government and also a major rebel group from the south, the Nuba Mountains, on Sunday. We signed a document which paves way for a final peace agreement by guaranteeing freedom of worship to all, separating religion and the state. And therefore, the state cannot really come and follow you up or force you, or even these particular other groups. They cannot just come and tell you have to worship at this.
You should be free to worship the way you want to. But the Islam, see, that's the shit that traps you into nonsense. If you don't worship this bullshit, we're gonna kill you, and you gotta be worshiping this dumb shit that ain't even real. You know, it's the idiocy about even, and that's why these fucking Islamic countries always fall behind, because well, it's usually the black ones. Usually the white Arab don't even practice that shit. It's only he only uses it for political reasons. White Arabs still use science and technology. You know, it's only the black people that follow that dumbass shit. And their countries are always disaster areas. The white Islamic don't use that shit for political reasons. They don't believe in none of that shit. Go ahead.
I'm saying, you remember in Nigeria when they had the arrest, was it the arrest of one small boy saying he had cast Allah?
Yeah, so he blasphemy against Allah, some crazy. You imagine how retarded and backward a country you gotta be. Talking about some child blasphemy against Allah. You deserve it. Look, the country deserves to get overthrown. Our needs to be fucking murdered and taken out, thrown in a shallow grave. All these goofy house ass niggas. Go ahead, Mike. Oh yeah, so.
Was that story true? I sent you, Keith, about the Kenyan lawyer suing Israel and them for killing Jesus.
That's something like that. Have done something like that. But I think that wasn't a true story. I think that was story. That would be shameful.
Hey, you dumbass Kenyan lord. Hey, you dumbass Kenyan lord. Those ain't the same people that were there.
But I wouldn't be surprised if something like that happened, because I think there's something wrong with the African people at the end of the day. Because, for example, there has been some report that has come out, and this particular report actually links the responsibility of France with the genocide in Rwanda. And of course, there was a commission that was established, and the commission, I think, was established in France, and it was told to go ahead and investigate if at all there was any role. They already know they were involved with it, but there was the finding of the commission, and they did say that France did have a very big hand.
They told them not having no commission, no fucking France. You're the one caused the genocide. You in Belgium. I have no commission, no fuck. How the fuck you gonna have a commission there? But you had French troops in the nation that allowed all the genocide to happen. Huh? Fuck out of here. Going to go to France and have a commission. Sound crazy as cat shit. You have French troops in
they are saying the report that was commissioned
absolutely nothing.
Yeah. The thing is, I was trying to share this particular story because I saw somewhere on the news, someone actually said now that France has actually, have actually taken the responsibility, or they have actually sort of I haven't really apologized. I haven't seen any apology, but someone was saying, now France has agreed they were involved and there was a responsibility they have to bear, and now we can be friends with them. There was someone who actually said that from Rwanda, and I was wondering, what are you saying? Someone who was saying, one of the young people in Rwanda, saying, yes, this particular report has been brought out, and now we know. The computer froze. Can you hear me, Keith?
I heard you, Spikes.
Yeah, I think my computer froze for a minute. I don't know what's happening. So what happened is that we did have one of the young people in Rwanda saying, okay, they have, now we know that they were involved and we confirm it for sure. Now we can be friends with them. And you wonder what is wrong with our people. It's just like that individual you were saying was talking about going and suing Israel for killing.
you never know when these are coons that they've placed in these positions to say just that, so the public can get that perception that, oh yeah, well maybe we should be friends with France now because one of our own, somebody who look like us. This is how they infiltrate us. They infiltrate us through with from within with people that look like us, that know the local dialects, that know the local lingo. You know what I'm saying? So we think, oh, this is one of our brothers, this is one of our sisters. We can listen to them. They just like us. You know what I'm saying? So as a result, subconsciously you let down your guard, and the next thing you know, you don't get sold your whole damn family out of some shit, and your nation is gone from up under you, and you're colonized again, mentally, if not physically.
I agree, because at the end of the day, I agree with what Jumana says. At the end of the day, France has no intention of repairing any damage it has caused on the African continent. It has no intention whatsoever. Like, even with the, let me just even compare with the stealing of the artifacts and the looting that was done during the other particular colonial period. People do admit, the Europeans do admit and say, yes, we took these bronze of Benin from Mali, or from Benin, or from Nigeria, or from all these different places, but we have them, but we're not going to do anything about it. They're not going to be returned. Yes, we have them. What are you going to do about it? Just the same kind of a thing. They will acknowledge, of course, even with the British and the French, they do acknowledge the kind of a damage that they did over the colonial period. But it does not go get past that. There isn't any apology for that. Neither is there any compensation for all these damage.
And until we serve, or we present a solid, formidable military force, they're gonna do that because you can be bullied. That's nothing different than bullying. If you're a fifth grader, you can go to second grade and bully all day because you're dealing with people who aren't equipped to respond to your aggression. That's what Europe is doing in Africa, because Africa has not had the concerted effort of building an African force, of African military force, representative of every nation, and not no white nations from Europe representing it. But if we had an African diaspora military, think about that. An actual African diaspora military representing every group of Africans all across the planet and our interests. But see, they won't allow nothing like that.
But I think also, we have a big problem as when it comes to matter of trust. I think we have to work our way around, getting to understand each other as the people on the continent. Because you'll find, for example, even Nigeria was to say that they want to put together a military force, or maybe the African, not really the African Union, because we know the African Union does not really represent the people. It just represents whomever made it. But if we were to put our efforts together in that particular kind of way and have a military force, we'll be doing something. Because someone last week said, I think that was who was that? There was someone who did say last week on the show that you cannot ask for compensation or reparations when there are no consequences. What are the consequences of us not paying you any reparations? If there are no any consequences, then what is the use of us paying you reparations? And of course, if you come to the continent of Africa and there are no consequences of not, there are no consequences for not being paid the compensation that was deserved. For example, the lands being returned back and other things like that. If there are no consequences for not paying these reparations, or for not paying this compensation, then nothing will happen. You can just talk about it all the day. Nothing.
Exactly, Spikes. And furthermore, it needs to start on the micro and go to the macro. So consequently, if there's no consequences for people being traitors to our community, if there's no consequences for you being a coon, for you doing shit that's undermining your own people, then how can there be consequences when foreign nations disrespect you?
Yeah, of course, I agree. Like we always do say, for example, with Italy, you'll not just go do anything, even with those big gang families or crime families, a mafia. They normally used to have, someone will come see you if you have, gotten out of line and you have actually betrayed your own people and put them in a situation really where they are getting undermined, or when they are getting the smaller part of the bargain. Someone will be coming to see you. But in Africa, people can put other Africans on the boat and have them on the ship and have them taken to these slave plantations, and there are no consequences for that, because I agree with you. You have to start at the micro level and then go to the bigger level, and that is what we
Yeah,
are lacking. You know. Yeah.
yeah, and too many times I find that with other groups outside of us, you'll have like whether it's Asians or whether you have it being Italians or Hispanics, whatever. They are exclusive. They're exclusive where they only want their own people dealing within this industry, and they exclude
Yeah.
us from being able to come in and make money. So, you know what I'm saying? But on the flip side, when it comes to us, we're
Yeah.
inclusive to where we're so quick to try to get everybody to be our friend and tell them our secrets and let them into our industries and shit. And then they
Yeah.
come and take over the shit and kick us out. Which is, if you look at black hair care with black women's hair care,
Yeah.
how can there be a foreign group running that when that's something that you born with? But yet, when it comes to
Yeah.
these other groups, hair care, they run their own
Yeah.
shit. We don't run no one's hair care or health or anything, and it's crazy.
Kiedo was talking about it. Kiedo was talking about, and he was asking whether there is any black women who runs a business, operational business that deals in Asian hair products or Asian beauty products. And you wonder there is something really wrong with us. You don't find any woman anywhere, selling Asian, any black woman being a specialist in Asian hair products or maybe Asian hair, facial products or things like that. And we also need to ask ourselves those particular questions: what is really wrong with our people? Nonetheless, I want to go touch on briefly what is happening with this particular case. Of course, it's going on today, and this is the case, the trial for Derek Chauvin, who was involved with the killing of George Floyd. And of course, as it is, the trial has begun with a 9-minute video of the former police officer kneeling on George Floyd's neck. What they are saying, of course, what they have been saying for a very, very long time is that it had to do with the overdose. He did not die from, being knelt on the neck. He died because of the overdose and drug overdose. Or he had not really mental. He had health problems, and he had health problems. That is what the defense for Derek Chauvin is trying to make it seem right here with this particular case. But the trial has begun, and this particular Chauvin, we all know about this particular case. And right now it has started with a 29-second video of Derek Chauvin kneeling on Floyd's neck, 9-9. Prosecutor Jerry Brackwell told jurors during his opening statement the 3 most important numbers in the case. The video was taken by a bystander, we already know, and we shall be watching also closely to see how this particular one goes. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they said there was an overdose, or he had problems even before that, and that is why he died even after we saw him being knelt on for over 8 minutes on
No,
this video.
at this point, Spike, white
Yeah.
supremacy might go as far as saying that he died of old age.
Yeah, they would. I wouldn't be surprised they would. White supremacy does tell the narrative in whatever way it fits them best. You remember when they were talking about the 21-year-old, there wasn't now was a 21-year-old who went on a shooting spree. But I even doubt whether that was a 21-year-old. Remember last week when to show in the Asia? No, he was not any. He was not.
Yeah, here in Boulder, Colorado.
Yeah, they put the story in whichever way it suits them best, and then they say, okay, he was suffering. He did have some mental problems and all these other things. And for Derek Chauvin, what the defense right now is doing is just the same, saying, okay, we know that this particular cop killed him, but that is not what you ought to understand. What you ought to understand is that he died because he had overdosed, and he died because all these other things. He brought it on himself, and then the guy might of course go scot-free, but they will try water down the facts of this particular case, and then they will find a way of just going around it. They're saying he died from cardiopulmonary arrest, complicating law enforcement, subdural restraint, and neck compression. The report also listed other significant conditions, including heart disease, fentanyl intoxication, and a recent methamphetamine use. It was, of course, on this particular drug, and the way they'll turn around this particular story. Just keep and watch and see how it actually goes. Shall be keeping tabs on the same. I know it might take a while. It might actually take a while, but nonetheless, I think you shall be seeing these two particular individuals. This is Benjamin Crump. Also following up with this particular one and trying to get the biggest headlines from this particular one. And I don't know. I'm not. The justice system. If you sit and think that the justice system really can bring any justice, even for a case like that, I don't think. But let me just play this real quick, and then we shall proceed.
Okay.
3. Would you agree that
I think I'm having a problem loading this particular one. A problem my connectivity.
that's fine, right?
All right.
So for purposes of stipulation, EMS code 2 for mouth injury was called at 8:20 and 11 seconds. EMS code 3 from squad 330 was called out at 8:21 and 35 seconds. The arrival time of EMS is 8:28 and 36 seconds. Am I reading that correct? So 8:28 and 36 seconds, EMS arrives, correct?
Correct.
All right. And then EMS didn't stay on scene, right?
No.
They left.
I know this particular one being the high profile case it is, and of course attracting global attention from everyone. I would surprise, like I said, the whole getting attacked down and being undermined, just like they did with the Breonna Taylor case. We shall be watching this particular one and seeing how that particular one goes. Kid, I don't know what your thoughts are on this particular case I just studied today, and do you think there will be anything to afford this particular family justice or even our black people justice?
I don't know what case you're referring to.
The George Floyd case. It's 13.
Oh, what about George Floyd?
The case is ongoing right now, and they started that particular one. We showed the video. They started it. We showed the video of him.
Okay, well, I didn't see the video. I didn't see the video, but they're gonna try every effort to make sure no one's prosecuted for his murder, for his death. Especially now that the family got a $27 million payoff. They're going to try to make sure that nobody white goes to any prison cell for the murder of a black man or a black person,
I agree, because what they did say is that he did die from pulmonary. What do they call this? Pulmonary.
Do me a favor, Spikes. Pull up. Go to Google and say, pull up the Dred Scott. Dred, D-R-E-D-S-C-O-T-T decision. Pull up the Dred Scott decision. That has never been overturned. The Dred Scott decision in America from the 1800s has never been overturned.
Let me see the Dred.
That's still law of the land. White man has no reason to respect the rights and the laws of anybody black. I murder your black ass with impunity.
I see this was in the 1850s. The late 1850s.
Yeah, so read the decision. Yeah, read the decision. That decision is precedent. It's never been overturned in American law. That decision has never been overturned in American law.
let me read the document.
So you read that decision, you know where you stand at in today's society. That decision has never been overturned. It is the precedent of this country. Never overturned.
It seems like a very a long document, and see the tweet. You're breaking up, kid. I can't really hear what you're saying. The question then arises whether provisional constitutions in. Let me see if I get a better introduction.
It's just saying that a white man has no. I'm doing a paraphrase. White man has no reason to respect the laws of anybody black, and that's in life, deed, and property. I got the right to kill you with impunity.
We were just talking about also the I think we're having a bit of a problem with connectivity either on my side or on key side.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. And, let me get some.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, but you're breaking up. I can't really hear you clear. Indeed.
All right, go ahead.
Let me get a comment from the family. Brother Shepo Simono, thank you so much for being with us on the show today. We do love and appreciate you joining us all the way from South Africa. Is it in Durban, all Cape Town, all Johannesburg? Thank you so much for joining us on the show. And you're saying that the more should have wiped them out. And Monique is in France, and all those other motherfuckers are still pimping and gatekeepers that need bullets. I agree. And Jim and Kondo, you're saying like Bobby Hermit said, black folks don't even realize that white people are our enemies, which is a biggest problem. And like our kid likes to put it, black people don't even know what we are dealing with, which is, if you don't even realize who the enemy is, then how are you going to win any kind of a war? You do not even know what time it is, what is going on, who is the enemy, which side are you facing. Then how are you even going to make a strategy? And anyhow, we do hope that the Black Watch Financial Close just serves a role in terms of sharing information that can be able to awaken our people and inspire creative African collect consciousness. Yes, I got this comment earlier. You're saying that France has no intention to repair any damage they have done to the African people, and we all know all this. The same also applies to the Belgians and to all these other different Europeans. They know, they say it, they admit it. But then again, what will happen next? You know, there are no consequences, like we were saying earlier. Then no one really cares on any kind of compensation. And but at that time, but that time is coming to an end, and they know it. Yes, I agree. And
you haven't about the European the justice. So it's the same shit with African people. You haven't about these bastards like in South Africa with Shepos at. There's some truth and reconciliation shit. Them white people never were held to justice. Them white people never held to justice. The Angolans should have been allowed to go in and wipe their ass out. Brother, Angolans decided not to. They should have just went on and did it. Now whether they got allowed. I said, oh no, we're gonna do better. We're gonna be good white people now. We're not gonna practice a part of this wicked system on these black people. Don't wipe us out. Should have went and wiped their ass out. Black people always want to practice humanity. Black people always want to practice humanity. But it's not your benefit to be humane to people that are not humane to you. Like Jomo Kenyatta, when they put that puppet in power in Kenya. We're not going to argue white people. The white people thought they were going to massacre them because that's what the Mau Mau wanted to do. Anybody that Mau Mau didn't get control of Kenya. They're all obscure now. They put the puppets in control and let the white people own the land in Kenya that they stole from the Kenyans. You get it? Same way they did in South Africa. South Africa is even worse. You know, every African country bullshit. White people are robbed, killed, beat, stolen from you, everything else. No, we're gonna just say we forgive and let them keep everything they stole from us and put us in the abject poverty and say yes, everything is everything. We're the bigger people. All that dumb shit. But white people have been living on black people's backs and wealth for 500 years. 500 years they've been living off our backs. The damn white Arab, goddamn 1,500 years. Well, 1,004, give or take. Give or take a few. Poverty. Go ahead, Mike. Bring it up. Go ahead.
I can really hear everything that you're saying, but I agree with you because at the end of the day, these are just puppet leaders that have been put in place. And what is happening in Africa right now, even with this particular whole vaccinations project, is that people are just following these particular leaders. I shared a little bit earlier on what is happening with Museveni, and Museveni is the president of Uganda. He has also decided to follow the queue and go out and show himself getting vaccinated in Uganda, in the public, on the national TV. And what he has been doing really is he has also been contradicting himself. He says that his country is developing a vaccine as well. He says he's developing a vaccine. How are you developing a vaccine and then going getting the AstraZeneca vaccine? It doesn't make really much sense because you're saying, oh, we're also developing our own vaccine. But in a minute, let me just go get this other vaccine from AstraZeneca. And it's crazy. These are the puppet leaders you will find in Africa getting the shot and also driving the people down the cliff because people might think that this is a way of getting themselves safe. This is not it. Let me share this with you and then I don't know what is happening. I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Can't explain how he's been he's been in power for 40 years and Uganda still minus abject poverty. So what is his leadership brought you? More poverty.
Kid, you lost the audio again.
Ah, shit.
But now you can go on. I think you're in and out for some.
Oh, yeah, you see, I lost my audio. So, this goofy old man who don't care about Uganda and its future ain't done shit to improve Uganda, not one iota. This bumbling old kook. I got the vaccinations I got from China. Where the hell he got it? He's not taking that shit. And I'm sure the end that's pondering Uganda now. Ugandans, you don't follow this old idiot. He's an old bumbling, stumbling dumbass. And the world knows it. That's why he's a laughing stock around the world. These African bootlegs are jokes around the world. Nobody respects them. Everybody knows they're stupid. They're clown figures.
And what really happened is that after he took this particular shot, he went ahead and he was saying that his country is now developing the vaccine for its own people. And you wonder, why then are you going to get these other vaccines?
Then why you debate? That's a lie. That's a lie. Exactly. Why? Developing. Exactly right. That's a lie. He ain't developing shit. Everybody knows he ain't developing a goddamn thing. You don't have the capability in Uganda to develop a goddamn thing. In your 40 years of rule, dummy, you never set up a research and development unit of Uganda, dummy. Everybody knows that. So nobody believes you because you say some shit. They know you're lying. 40 years you set up no research and development area in Uganda, dummy. Please. Spare me.
And
spare me with you. Go ahead, Spike.
No, I'm just saying that other different countries were trying to go their own way and do their own thing, including Cuba. I remember last week I want to touch on what was happening with Cuba, because Cuba is also another country that has said that they will be making their own product, they will be making their own, vaccine, and they are saying that they are competing with the side, and they know that the other countries are from India, Russia, UK. They want to go their own way and make their own vaccine, and they want to bring this up.
Good for Cuba because Cuba has a medical establishment in China and a medical establishment in Russia. Small little bitty island Cuba has one of the best medical establishments in the world. Isn't that funny? And they're a third world nation, and everybody fucking knows that. Because they had enough time, common sense. Well, we're going to break. And still like a goofy.
The sound just got back again. We can't really hear what you're saying, but I think you're talking about Cuba. You're talking about Cuba and the health system in Cuba. I agree. The Cuban people have at least tried to make some investment in the health system, and we have even seen them giving some assistance to some African countries, bringing some doctors to come and train, to come and help in the healthcare systems in African countries. Keith, we lost your audio again. Yeah. I don't know what's happening. It's a connectivity, but nonetheless, I was just saying that the Cuban people are really trying to, in the sense of nationalism, in the sense of being patriotic to their own people, and also as a matter of self-preservation. Because if someone else is coming in and trying to, in Africa, I've not seen any African country make its own vaccine. It would be a good thing if you are able to. It would be been a fantastic. But right now, we do not have even proper investment, because what happens is that we know that in Africa we have not had any investment, real investment. When African leaders get sick, leaders in quotes, they travel and get taken to Europe, or others get taken to Asia, or others get taken to the USA for medical attention. And therefore, we have not even had the time to invest in our own healthcare systems in such a way that we will be able to handle any kinds of, these attacks that we are seeing right now. I have seen time and again, I do not believe that this is an actual pandemic. This is really something that has been planned, but nonetheless, let me get the comments from the family. You're saying the basis of the Dred Scott case is that the black man has no rights, and that a white man is bound to has no rights, so that a white man is bound to respect. KW Don, I see your comment. Thank you so much for joining us on the show. You're saying the basis of the Dred Scott case is that the black man has no rights, that a white man is bound to respect. Yes, you summarized it. You have summarized it, and you.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. White man has no rights that the white man is bound to respect. That's it. Exactly right. I don't know if I'm fading out or not. I don't hear me now, Spikes, but that's it. Yes.
I hear you. I can hear you. You say something about Cuba.
Oh, I was saying Cuba had enough common sense to realize it was being cut off from the rest of these sanctions. It didn't have the resources. So these people and fly outside the country get their medical, why they create no medical. That's why Tanzania had to die in Tanzania. Even the small villages, Magufuli created hospitals in every village in Tanzania. Thousands of hospitals he built, or clinics. Isn't that funny? When you give a shit about
I think we lost that kid again. Yeah.
Damn.
It's
going in and out.
Yeah, it's going in and out. It is going in and out. Someone is asking where is our. Leave the chat and come back. Let's see, maybe it works. Okay, I'm not sure. Sister Red Bear, I think you're saying that you can't even trace people who practice genocide. That was what was happening when someone says in Rwanda they can be friends again. They can now that France has shared responsibility, they can now become friends again and all that other kind of things. As General Muslim says, sounding like a rock again. You try get out, then come back on and see if maybe continue plays out well. Because I can also not get to understand the Robo Kid. That is what is happening. Nonetheless, so do you have any comments on this particular case of the Derek, the George Floyd and the Derek Chauvin, the process are going on right now? Do you have, what are your sentiments on it?
I pretty much second what Keith was saying. I think with the family receiving the 27 million, they're going to try to minimize whatever charge that they do. If he gets any charge at all, you know, they're talking 3rd-degree murder and all this stuff. I'm gonna be surprised. I'll be surprised if he spends more than 5 years in jail. Just realistically speaking, I'll be surprised if he gets more than 5 years. And I don't know about the other officers. Are they on? They're all gonna be having separate court trials or something? Because this is just the Derek Chauvin one, right? They're not gonna have all the officers on trial at the same time.
Yeah, they probably will do have a trial. I'm not sure how that particular one goes for all these co-accused. I'm not sure how that will go for the other co-accused, but that is the same thing. I think Keith was talking about the Dread Scott case. I think it might be minimized and made as little as possible. You know, the repercussions, all the consequences of killing a black man will actually be downplayed, and they will make it seem, okay, these are police, and this is what we are doing, this is us, and we are mandated, we are given, we are protected by the state to go on with what we do, and that is shooting black people and with no real consequences. There is a comment sounding like a robot. I think I got that. Monique says pacified with the fake theater wordless paper. The family might now also start making good comments or start playing along. You know, they might hear the family say, some other stupid kind of remarks in regards to that particular case, even if it's going on right now. And they already received this particular amount of money. And I saw a comment earlier on. My mom's Davis was asking, if you're not guilty, why then go pay that particular amount of money? That was what you were asking. If you're not guilty, why then pay $27 million? It's a big question, but they will try to downplay it already because they already got the money. And that is what I do see happening. Nonetheless, I want to go on to other different matters, but we shall also be keeping.
Can you hear me now, Spikes?
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm gonna ask a question. With those new Lil Nas X devil shoes, if you bust your pussy wide open, do you get the second price? I mean, you get the second pair half price, Spikes?
They say the first one was going for $1,000 and I think $28. $10, $28. I think that was the amount they were saying. Probably if you go and lap dance for the devil, you can get a new for half the Yeah.
So if you bust your pussy open, for pussy boy pussy, if you bust your pussy open for the devil, you get a half off on your next pair, right?
Yeah, you're getting the next one now.
I'm dancing with the devil.
And they also put the symbols. Sometimes back we have talked about the symbol. I don't know if the family got to see what symbol was on the shoe. Let me just show the family what symbol was on the shoe real quick before we continue on other different
Bust your pussy open for the devil, you get half off the next pair. Yeah, if you bust your pussy open for the devil, you get half off the next pair. You get a discount.
Shoes. Or even if you get in your coffee shop, you can also get a free pair of this particular one. If you get in the short, you can also get a free pair.
But the new law around the world, make sure you got your COVID-19. Okay, while you get your pussy broken open, have your mask on.
Kid, I don't. No, I'm just saying. I don't know if you saw this particular mark on the shoe and the symbolism. I think you have talked about symbolism, but this is what they had on the shoe. The X
What's the
tag.
mark? All right, let me see. Now I didn't see it. Let me see it.
Yeah, this is what they had on the shoe as well. This
pentagram. A pentagram.
Yeah. Yeah, that is
The
what
pentagram. Mark of the beast. Oh man. How do we know how to even take this crazy?
Yeah, that is what they had on, and of course, they all say it contains ink and 1 drop of a human blood. And I say these are 66 pairs individually numbered, so you can either get to buy. You can either get to buy pair number 1, pair number 2, pair number 4, pair number 5, pair number 6, all the way to 605. Only for it goes for $18. Sold out. I'm not sure whether the pair sold out. The pair sold out.
Ain't nobody black buying that. That shit ain't sold out. Get out of here. Ain't nobody black buying that shit. Black people scared as shit of anything like that. The devil, hell no. Black people not buying that shit nowhere in the planet. Shit.
But I know something that black people will be buying. They already, I think they also said they already made another different, a separate version, which is known as the Jesus shoe. They also had another one which was a Jesus shoe, and black people might be buying that particular one, and it might be.
Instead of blood, the Jesus shoe got semen.
Go to what?
Got sperm. Instead of blood, the Jesus shoe got sperm on the insole. Your sock be sticky.
But I don't know. There is a lot of it. So I also think that black people have some sort of infatuation, especially when it comes with Bible, Bible scriptures or verses are being quoted on this particular one. I think black people might be more interested in anything that has to do with their aesthetics, the verses and things like that. I think
anything that's openly talking about the devil, black people not gonna be. Don't they bring that shoe to my house?
But anyhow, people need to be, to be on the watch. And these are things that they're just trying. I think they're just trying to see the fast reaction, and they have more coming. I think this is the main purpose of this particular one. They have more coming to see what people can tolerate and what people will not tolerate. And once they have understood, or they see what people's reaction is, and how far people can take it, that is why they are doing this, if you ask me. And there is a purpose. This is just a trial version, and if people get to go along with this particular one, then eventually they will come up with something else, and then another something else, and then at the end of the day, things get normalized pretty much easy after they have tried the first version and see how they react. How do they allow for this?
Before you know it, Spikes, they'll have shoes with baby eyes in it or some crazy shit.
That is exactly what they would. And there's some people saying, I don't know. Probably, I hope this was just for the publicity. I hope this was just for the publicity. I hope, but they never do anything just for the publicity. Even if you go and watch out what is happening in Hollywood, I don't think they do anything just for the publicity. They also know what they are doing with the marks and with the numbers, because they say this is 1018. Just like Zoe like to say, probably 1018, which is the amount they were selling it for, also has a symbolic meaning, as well as the number of the pairs. The number of the pairs, we know they were selling them, they were just 666 pairs. And I also do not know what the 1018 was all about. But nonetheless, like I said, this is just a test, a trial to see how people will play along, or how people will receive this particular one. And then You might have people. You might hear a story like someone committed suicide because they could not get a pair of the shoe, or something silly like that. You might hear of a story that brings more traction to this particular one. Say, oh, some of the kids did not get this particular shoe, so they have decided to murder themselves and other things like that. Anyhow, I would also just like to show you what was happening with the Jesus shoe, but I'll not just share it right now. I will go on to other different stories. There has been one individual, and this is in Oregon, and we are talking about an individual, of course, who was arrested after kissing strangers as a baby on the lip, while the mother took a glance away for a brief moment. And this is a cracker behavior. Well, we did have, showing these particular kind of pedophilia tendencies, even out in public, going and kissing the babies of strangers in public. And this is a man right here. This is a man right here. Of course, he has been arrested for pulling down his mask to kiss a stranger's baby on the mouth in a grocery store, according to the reports on Friday. And this was on Friday last. This was on Friday. His name is Austin Blake Stewart. Allegedly smooched the 1-year-old white girl, the 1-year-old girl, while her mother was looking a different direction.
These motherfuckers is crazy, man. What the hell? Who goes around kissing strangers?
Yeah. The pedophilia tendencies will also now be normalized. Someone can come up and do some crazy. These stories might be
Joe Biden is gonna pardon him. Joe Biden's gonna make sure he don't spend a day in jail.
Yeah, Joe Biden is not right now. They're saying Joe Biden has gotten the highest rating for the highest. He has gotten the highest rating right now. Every American agrees with what.
Please, I don't believe none of that shit. Please, can you hear me?
Yeah,
am I going in now?
Yeah.
Joe Biden, you see, every time they see show up, they got Kamala Harris speaking. Because Joe Biden is demented. You never seen the vice president ever speak and be with the president all the damn time. She's with his ass everywhere he goes, and she does all the speaking. Because this smoking bastard is demented.
She's babysitting him. She has
she does all, exactly. Of course, she's exactly right. Like she got to be there because this dude is out of his damn mind. He's demented. We got it. That's how you know you listen. You got the American president is demented. Demented. We got a demented old man up in there who don't even know if he got his underwear on or not.
But that is not.
Hey, Mike, do me a favor. All those Mikes, go to Google before we get. Go to Google and say video. Go to YouTube. Say video of Biden falling down, walking up on Air Force One.
Let me share. Let me share that. Let me share that.
Yeah, man. I know the rapper downstairs say video of President Biden falling down, walking up to Air Force One. He can't even walk up the stairs. He fell like 3 times.
And then this crazy motherfucker saluted. Then this crazy ass saluted when he got to the.
Can't make it up.
Yeah, but now they say he has the highest rank. He has the highest rating. Let me just share this
rating.
Approval rating.
All lies. I don't believe nothing opposed to lies. Manufactured consent.
I don't know. I think if I play these as Sky News, I'll just block it. So let me see which one. News Alex. NBC. Just try NBC. You probably went to have a smoothie right there inside after falling like 3 times. That was him trying to get on the Air Force. I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether he will be making that. Flying on the Air Force all the time because he cannot even be able to get on. And General Mosquito says, "This idiot again."
He popped up pretty quick for some 70-plus-year-old dude though. When you think about it, you know what I'm saying? Like the fact that he didn't break his hip or some shit, like that's commendable.
I think
it would have funny if he tumbled his ass all the way back down the stairs, man. That would have been funny.
I'm just saying, if whomever is in the laboratory, if whomever is in the engineering trying to make a clone hasn't made a clone for him already, then they are failing. They are failing because they cannot have this particular team clone for Joe falling all these other times trying to get on the you see, Naberen is everything a clone. This is abnormal. Anyhow, we are almost winding up. Michelle Alzubea, thank you so much for joining us on the show. It has been a minute. I think I haven't seen Michelle for a second, but thank you so much for joining us on the show. You were saying hello to you too. We are almost winding up. We have been discussing what has been happening and in different facets, and also with the case of.
Hey, Spike, so what's the rules? What's the rules with Kenyatta? The curfew starts today, right? The new curfew is today, right?
Yeah, it starts today and it starts at 8 p.m. and it's crazy.
Okay, but I'm gonna be able to get you guys out of Kenya, right?
Yeah. We will be able to do that because I will be going tomorrow. I'll be in town checking out, just seeing what adjustments there. Because I believe if you do have a negative test, you can be able to just get on a bus and leave. That is what I'm going to confirm tomorrow, and also
let's find out. Tanzania's within 2 weeks, and don't blame America for the damn virus. I'm like, blame China.
Trump was at a wedding and he was asking whether people have missed him, and I don't know what the response was from the wedding. I think
the people missed him. What did he do?
He was at a wedding and asked whether people missed him. That is what he was asking. I think he will be on social media. He will be coming on social media and he will be running his own platform. That is what I understand.
They banned him off of social media unless he gonna build his own social media site. He got banned off of Twitter and Facebook and all that shit. YouTube, they banned his ass.
Yeah, he's saying I think he will be coming on his own platform. He'll be coming back on his own platform.
Okay.
Be on the platform, then no.
Them right wingers, man, it'll be a success. Them right wingers they'll go sign up for that shit. You don't have to ask goddamn white people to go sign up. They go sign up. Black people like, hey, go over here. They go shut me down. Huh? Where you at? I can't find you. What you doing? Where you be? I told you they gonna shut it down. Go here. What you gonna do? Where you at? What's going on? Where you be? God,
I think he also loves a lot of attention, and therefore he might be very, very eager to get all of that.
Spike. Don't blame Trump. Blame China.
Says us
Blame China. He tried to take down TikTok.
My
don't
computer
blame
is
Trump.
freezing
Blame
again. I don't
China.
know what's up, but that is exactly what he told the news. The news. That was a journalist, I think, at one of those particular press conferences. Yes, he was asking, did you miss me yet? He was slamming China and Iran and Biden at a Mar-a-Lago wedding, and that was over the weekend. I believe that was over the weekend. We are winding up, and of course, we hope that you are doing well. And of course, I want to remind everyone really to go to the head over the network website. It's www.black.firenetwork.com. And since we are
and we're gonna have Spikes. Everybody listening, we're gonna have Spikes create a damn WhatsApp app group. I don't know how to do that shit. Spikes knows. That's what I pay Spikes to do. But he'll be there Saturday. I don't know how to do no WhatsApp group.
It's not difficult, really. We will set up one on WhatsApp, and we shall be able to coordinate all those things.
Oh, you don't know that? That's what I pay Spikes to do. Damn it, he knows.
I will actually be setting up that particular one, and we shall be able to plan everything smoothly for the Tanzania tour. And I want to thank everyone that has been with us on this broadcast. We truly love and appreciate you. Thank you so much, Keith, for giving us this platform. Thank you so for joining us on the show, as well as everyone else that was with us, General Mschf, so Sister Mschf, and Keith, I can't really hear what you're saying. You're breaking up real bad. I still didn't get that. Come again. We are in the stream. I can't really hear what you're saying, Keith. So can you hear what Keith is saying? Maybe it's on my end. Can you hear what Keith is saying? I can't hear what Keith is saying. But I want to thank everyone that has been with us. I think we shall plan that particular one.
Yeah. I have my phone muted. Sorry about that. No, I can't hear him. I can't understand him.
But can you give us a closing remark as you wind up? I think before he tries to gets back on and also gives us a final remark. Do you have any final remarks here with us before we wind up? Maybe on what is happening with Lil Nas X or any of the other matters?
Closing remark. Everybody have a good day. Enjoy your time in Tanzania.
That's what we are looking forward to this particular coming month of April. And of course, Keith, can you try? I think you can try see if you get across this particular time before we wind up. But I want to thank everyone. Sister Monique from California, much peace and love to you. Sister Mschf, thank you so much. And also, we do have our sister Michelle Elzobia who joined us really late. And I was saying we would like to invite your support. Please, if you would like to support this particular trip to Tanzania, maybe you would have wished to join us, but you are not able to, but you would still like to support the network on this particular tour. Please make sure you do that using our Cash App, Mr. Black Hotfire. You can support the network with $5, $10, $15, 20, 25, 100, whatever amount that you might feel comfortable with. Please, we do welcome that particular kind of support. And also for those who have been sharing our content, we love and appreciate you, because that is also another form of a support. Sharing the show links and also tell your friend or your colleagues about the Black Hotfire network. And also bringing them to the platform. It's a wonderful thing. General Mosquito, thank you so much. Jim and Conda, we love and appreciate you. We also do have who else was with us? Sister Lightbearer, Brother KW Don, thank you so much. And also Brother Lando Winter, Moms Davis, thank you so much for joining us on the show. We also did have our Sister Donna earlier on. Derek Askew, Shepo Simono, and everyone else that was with us on this particular broadcast. We truly love and appreciate you. I think we had Bombi Damfa also earlier on the show, and I may not be able to get to everyone, but thank you so much. Like I said, we love and appreciate you, and thank you so much for supporting the Black Hotfire Network. Your support is never taken in vain. I hope to catch you tomorrow, same place, same time, right here on the Black Hotfire Network. Till then, much peace and love. Kwaheri.
Oh, yeah, fireball. Me, I know they wait for person, make it tell me, say what I get there. Cause whatever you do, them go talk, so me, I dey try to do my thing. And if you good or you bad, well, you know, be your matter, I dey won't come fix you. Me, I dey do my thing, no. Oh, yeah, feel me, see. I'm true to myself, I know my ways are not the best, but I'm not perfect though. So come out the lock from your eyes before you go see clear to criticize myself, no. And if I good or a bad, well, you know, be your matter. I know they see you over Sabi. I dey run from poverty. Montilana. Because anybody I say make them lock up. I want it live, I just want to turn up. See, I'm just trying to turn up. a minimal life. Yeah. What you want now? Because anybody I send me them lock up. Me, I want it live, I just want to turn up. Yeah, I just want to turn up. Any more life, me. Yeah. What you gonna know? I just wanna live my life. Someday you live, someday you die. Yeah. We all are searching for the light. Yes, sir, I make mistakes, I can't lie. Something must kill a man, and that's fine. But I can't come and kill myself for this life. Working hard is personal, and all your words are empty now. I beg, sit down, I'm searching out myself without the stress denounced. The rest is nothing left except me now. I'm blessed beyond the rest, the Lord will let this matter rest because I'm healthy and protect me from them. Save me from them, empty mind them. That's why I say, Matilana. Because anybody I say me them lock up. I want to live life, I just want to turn up. See, I'm just trying to turn up. A minimal life. Yeah. Matilana. Because anybody I say me them lock up. Me, I want to live life, I just want to turn up. Yeah, I just want to turn up. A minimal life.